squinties here. Is that okay? Squinty the other way now. Good morning, everyone. There. Got his now, got his now. Oh, hot flushing, I've got the fan on. Fan on, hot flushing. Good morning, everyone. Yes, Duckies and Perfume. What's not to love about both of these things? What's not to love about Duckies and Perfume? Two of my favourite things. I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd ever do a Ducky and Perfume review, but there you are, we're doing it today. I was actually going to do my nails as well, but that's too much for you to handle. Ducky's nails and Perfume. Wait till I clean my glasses. Glasses that are bogging. Give them a clean. Yes, the advent calendar got too much for me. I get too much. This is my excuse today, right? This is my excuse. I couldn't stand the ripped packaging. I couldn't stand the ripped packaging, so I decided to take every duck out. So I've got 24 ducks here. That's a bit better. There we are. Lady Nightshade, good morning to you. Good morning. Yes, 24 ducks. We got up to giraffe duck, I think, or was it ninja duck? It was one of them anyway we got up to the last time. Well, we'll do the perfume first because it's only 4 perfumes. We'll do the perfume first. Anyway, I want to thank you all for yesterday, just listening to me yesterday. It helped me a lot, and thank you. Sky, I had to do the ducks. I had to do the duck. I couldn't stand looking at the package all ripped there at my feet. It wasn't because I was desperate to see what the ducks were. Anyway, this is me. I've ruined the advent calendar, and now I've got 24 ducks that I need put away. So we'll do the perfume first, then we'll go on to the duckies. We'll do the perfume. Well, there's ducks everywhere actually. There's ducks under my house coat. Right, we'll do the perfume first. Thank you, Lady Nightshade. So I got these perfumes again. I'm not sponsored with Makeup Revolution. I just like their products. So they've got perfumes out now. See if it's not hair stuff. Now it's perfume. They've branched out into perfume. So instead of buying a big perfume when you don't know the smell of it, I bought these 4 things. I think they were... Golfer Girl, good morning. I think they were like £8 each or something like that, right? And it's the 4 perfumes that Makeup Revolution do. And they're called purse sprays. But they're quite big bottles. They're not bad size. I mean, it's a lot of product you get in that. You know, especially if you don't know what they smell like. So we're going to have a sniff at all of these today. Later on I'll do my nails. I'm going to be doing an ASMR ducky video. We're going to go over the ducks. I'm going to be tapping in the ducks, explaining the ducks. And then we're going to give the ducks a squeak and see what they've got on the duckometer. Right. The duckometer goes, see if they squeak really good, they're a 5. That's the top mark. And see if they're rubbish, they get a 0 or a 1. So that's what I'm planning on. That's another excuse for opening the advent calendar early. It was for a video. Why did I not say that first? That does sound more believable, eh? That just sounded more believable, you know, it was for a video. I'm terrible. And my hair's all staticky because I've just washed it. So played it, girls, that her. Right, okay. Morning, Lisa. Sky. Good morning, Sky. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning to you as well. Right, so this one's called Timeless. We'll use it. We'll have a good sniff. We'll have a good sniff. Right. I'll put some in the lid for use. Smell the aroma of that. Quite flowery, quite a flowery one. And quite, it's not in your face. Flowery. You want to sniff, Lord? There we go. Yeah. Nice. I do like that one. That one's, as I say, flowery and light. Flowery and light. Next, we'll go this one. This one is Revolutionary Noir. Sky, I'm pronouncing that right, Noir. That means black, doesn't it, in La France? Randy, good morning to you. Oh, it's his into start. We'll use our own term. You can deal with them. This one, let me have a spray. We'll do this in the upper arm area. Oh, and I'll put some in there for use. Oh, that smells more like a nightclub perfume. You know, if you were going out for a night out. See, I'm pure French now. I'm pure Francais. Glaswegian Francais. Yeah, that's more of a nighttime scent. That's probably why it's called Noir. See, there's the pennies just dropped for me. And I've had this since yesterday. That's the penny just dropped. Right, so that is what that's for. That's for more of a nightclub scene. It's kind of... I don't even know if I would say it was musky. Is it vanilla? It's got something in it anyway that smells like nighttime. Then we've got this one, Revolutionary. This one. As I say, there's a lot in them, so they're going to last a wee while. Right, let me smell this. Gold Dust, good morning. Thank you, Gold Dust, thank you. Oh, I think this one might actually be my favourite. This one is a daytime scent. Spicy, kind of spicy. Do you know what it reminds me of? Although it doesn't smell like it, but see, like Coco Chanel, just the cocoa fragrance. It's really quite heavy. Yeah, it seems as if it's something you'd wear in a nightclub. This is another day perfume. This is I'm actually surprised myself here. This is a daytime perfume. Handbag. I don't know what's going. There's some sort of whisking happening out there. And then there's this one. Sky, we're ready for this one. Passion. Ooh. I've got a feeling this is going to be another nighttime or bedtime scent. Let's try it out up here. Yes. This perfume says come to bed. It's time for bed now. So your significant other, you put some of this on, you won't even need to say it's time for bed, darling, because that scent is going to travel up their nose and say it all for you. So there they are, my 4 wee perfumes. And as I say, they're a good wee size. I do like that one. See that? They're all lovely. They're all lovely. I will wear them all. Passion. I can talk a good passion game, but I don't know. I think I'm more clumsy actually trying it. You know what I mean? Passion game. I've never played that. Listen, I don't even think I've never played a passion game. I've never said, right, let's play the game Passion. I'll need to that needs to be on my bucket list. That sounds something that I would sign up to. Magnifique. Bravo. Right, let's get into these ducks. My goodness, as I say, I've ducks everywhere. Right, in no particular order. Right, wait, there's a duck. Wait a minute, I don't want to ruin that duck. Hold on. Well, no, see, there's a duck hiding. Ducks. Right. Okay, let's get to these duckies. I had to, it was for a video. Look, I couldn't stand it any longer. I had to know. The box was a mess. I was making excuses, so anyway. Wait till you see this duck, right? I'm saying this is a Scottish duck. We're ready for this duck? It's a unicorn. Nah. Rubbish on the squeakometer, see that? Nah. So that's a 0 on the squeakometer, but a 5 in looks. I mean, look at that. And that. It actually, oh, it's a tail. I thought it looked like a fish's, right? It looked like a fish tail. And that's so cute. So that's number 1, unicorn duck. We'll put him on the table so I know I've spoke about him. Right. I'll just dip my hand in, right, and just bring one over. The next is Old Father Quackmas. Father Quackmas. He's a 0 as well on the duckometer or squeakometer. I'm not sure yet, but he's a 0 on that department. But I'm going to be doing a video tapping on all these guys. Let's see, what else have we got here? This one's a 5 on the squeakometer. Hear it squeak? Oh. Dun 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 dun. I don't even know what to call him. I don't know what to call him. He looks like a serious soldier, doesn't he? He looks like a serious soldier. See, this one's a 5, I'd say, Sky, or 4. I'll give this one a 4 on the squeakometer. I'm not sure. He's not my favourite looking. You know what I mean? He's a war duck, obviously. He's in the war or something like that. So that's him. Next, let's see. This is a 5. This is a 5 on the squeaky. We're ready. This one I need to ask you about. Monsieur Lieutenant. That's who that was. This, I've no idea what this duck is. My kids have no idea what this duck is. I'd like your opinion. What is this duck? We're not sure what this duck. It's a 5. It's a 5. And maybe be a police. Maybe you're right, golfer girl. It could be a police, couldn't it? Maybe it's, we'll call it that. We'll call him a Monsieur Lejeune. What's this guy though? See, it looks as if it's in some kind of water thing, like I don't know. I mean, with the hairdo, what's with the hair? We've no idea what this, and what is that? Sophie thinks it's like flowers. Might be flowers, I don't know what the hell it is. It's a strange duck. Is it the duck of no name? Mystery duck, right, so this is mystery lady duck. There, you said there, mystery lady duck. Ah, this is an army duck. This is an army duck. I think, but look, it's either that or like a ring or something. I thought she was, somebody thought it was a mermaid. I was like, it's not a mermaid, but I mean, it's definitely, I thought it looked a bit like Elvis. I think it's the hair that made me think of Elvis. And then I'm thinking, is it a like Hawaiian lady duck? I don't know. We don't know what it is. It's a mystery. Mysterious girl, I want to make love to you. Anyway, there's this one. Look, this is Corporal Squeakers. He's about a 3 on the squeakometer. Yeah, it's like a roughly dressed thing. So that's they two can sit here. But that's a policeman. I don't know why I thought that was a war guy. Let's see what we've got now. Oh, I love this one. We're ready for this one? It's leopard duck. It's a leopard duck. The reason I know it's a leopard duck and not a cheetah duck, right, in case you didn't know, because this leopard duck's got what they call rosettes, and that's leopards that have got that. Cheetahs have got solid spots. Leopards have got rosettes, they call it, and it's like that. So that's definitely leopard duck. That's a good 4, I'd say. Right, this is Sophie's favourite. He's ready for this. He's so dying. What is the name of that thing? Oh, I can't remember. It's a video game duck. Look at this guy. The blocks, see the game that's the blocks? See? Look at that. You know what I mean? Look at that duck. Minecraft duck. That's who it is. It's Minecraft duck. He's so cute. I just cannot. Right. Also a good squeaker. It's Christmas tree duck. A good squeaker is he. We're just looking now. Now we've got Surfing USA. It's a surfing duck. He's got his glasses on there. Look, he's a cool dude. He's going to pitch and roll and dive. And wow. What pow he does all that in the waves. Michelle. Surfing USA. So that's my surfing duck. Right, Sophie says this is a wee bit sexy duck. Right, we don't want to be sexy and ducking. No. And anyway, she's already got a partner. I'll show you her partner. It's Nursey Duck. Sexy Nursey Duck. I don't know why, but Sophie said it looks as if it's a bit sexy, that one. But listen, he's not complaining. Sherry, ooh, l'amour. I'll need to calm it down when the grandson's here and they're in the bath. I'll need to separate these two because I'll end up saying something. Ooh, come here, baby, give us a kiss now. You know, something like that. Oh, don't, kind sir, I'll peck you. Ooh, I like to be pecked. See? Isn't it scandalous? Cover yourself up, dear. Cover yourself up. He's not complaining anyway. Come on, Sherry, let's go for a ride. Right, that's them. They're away to do their ducky business. Next, for all the football fans out there, or American football, or it could be rugby. It's no rugby. Rugby, they don't wear hats. So it's American football, or as the Americans call it, football. We call what they call football soccer. No, we call football what they call soccer. It's confusing. Not so, a 2 I'd say on the squeakometer. For Chad, his name's Chad. Hey, I'm Chad and all the girls fancy me. Yes. It's going in the gutter, this ducky. See how it's, even innocent ducks are not safe with me. This is a rubbish. Nothing on the squeakometer. Hear it? What was this one? Look, he's no fun. He's just swimming duck. He's in a ring and he's got some goggles on. Yeah, of course his name's Chad and he's the head of the base. I stay in a frat house. He stays in a frat house, so he does. Don't you, Chad? Yeah. I don't know. Look, I'm sorry to all my American friends if this is offensive. That's just where people go here in the UK when they think about like young boys that play American football. Their names are Chad. You know, they're head of a frat house. Sorry, Chad. So you sit there. This is a boring duck now after all the Minecraft ducks. Sorry, Ducky, I don't mean to be like that. There's 24, one for each day of Advent. I've got 24 ducks. I'll show you them. Is that all the ducks? Oh no, there's a duck over there as well. See, we're missing ducks. Ducks are right, okay. The next one's a beautiful duck. Oh, look at that duck. It's a pink swirly duck. I'm pink to make the boys wink. My grandson, my poor daughter, she's going to be like, you're not going to Granny's again. Right, and this is another one that was a disappointing one. You ready for this one? It's Bucket and Spade Duck. It's a duck that's at the seaside and he's got his spade and his duck. But compared to the likes of this duck, for instance, I'm sorry, you're in the same kind of league as this duck. They'd be like a 1 on the cuteness. That's a shame now, I feel bad for them. So there, I'll line them. I'll put all these ducks here so you can see how many ducks we've got. This is just the ducks that you didn't see. Naughty nurse duck, hey? Who'd have thought? Right. And I need to look for somewhere to put these all in my bathroom. Look at these here. What? So a duck video will be done. I'll be doing a duck video, tapping on the ducks more. There. Yes, gold dust. I done it for a video. I came on and I said I done it because the box was a mess. Now the box was a mess because it was all ripped, and it was doing my nutting, looking at the ripped box, and I thought it's just making a mess. That box in the living room, it's just making a mess. Do you know what would be the best thing to do is just to open all the doors, which I did. In fact, I didn't even open the doors. I just opened the bottom and just yanked them all out. She wants to eat the ducks. She thinks all the ducks are toys. She's wanting to be parading about with a ducky in her mouth. She's had a big starling in her mouth at one point. That was a bad day as well. Did I say good morning ASMR Tingled Pink? I hope I did. Hope I'm not being rude. So that's me. I don't know what my favourite... I still love my Rudolph duck. I love the Rudolph duck. I love the Minecraft duck. I love the unicorn duck. She's after these ducks. See, if I went out to the toilet just now, I'd come back in and she'd be low to the ground like this. And there'd be a duck in her mouth and I'd need to take it out. My baby. Yes, and she smells like a dream come true. Because they get bathed last week with beautiful cinnamon wash. So she smells beautiful. There you go. So I hope you're having a good day. I watched a film this morning. I've not been to my swimming yet. I didn't go to my swimming again today. And I don't know if I'll go the rest of the week. I think I just need a week off yet. You know what I mean? Before I go back. I just couldn't do it this morning. See, if I went up there this morning and somebody was to say to me, what's been wrong with you? I would cry. That's the way, because so I don't want to kick off up at the swimming because they don't know me like that. Yous know me. See, I kick off in front of yous, but no, all they would need to say is, have you been feeling all right? And that would be me. I'd be crying, so it's no safe for me to go up there. I'd end up crying, whereas I need another few days, I think. So I got up and I watched, you know, something cheery, The Confessions of a Serial Killer. Oh, Open-minded, there's my open-minded. Good morning, open-minded. Open-minded, do you see your beautiful card up here? I've got your card. Oh, gold dust, this is it. Just forget about him and just move on with your life, gold dust. Just get on with your life and just leave him to do whatever he wants to do. I've had to do that. I had to do that, so I know how you feel. Good, you have been mature, gold dust. That you have been mature. That's it. See, some people like you and Sky's age can be very, like my son as well, can be very, very mature. And then at my age, at 50, sometimes I can be very immature. And I'm like, this is it starting into it. This is it starting that I'm the vulnerable one and my kids know that are like the watch mum. You know, I'm getting old. I think I'm realising, oh my God, roles have reversed. They're dead mature and I act like a kid at times. Yeah, open-minded. That's my poppy. Open-minded. I opened my advent calendar. Every door. You know the thing that you tell children not to do, because it'll ruin the surprise. Now how do you tell kids, don't be opening your advent calendar, you're going to ruin it. Well, I opened I've got all the ducks all there on my table. I'm going to do a video with them and we're going to have some fun. But that duck, she's a lady of some sort, a swimming lady or something like that, that lady duck. I could feel it though, you know. And thank you everybody for reaching out to me yesterday and today and stuff like that. Ooh, lint chocolate is the bomb, isn't it? And by that I don't mean an actual bomb, I just mean it's really good. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, see, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. That would be the whole opposite of what I wanted to do with my channel. Do you know what I mean? But of course, I wouldn't do it in an ASMR video. But when I'm talking to you in a live stream, it's not an ASMR video. It's me talking to my friends, and you've been through everything with me. I mean, I've told you everything. As I say, it's as if you're all just sitting here in my living room, we're all having a cup of tea. Somebody get the cakes, Sky get the cheese. Goldish, you get the monk's wine. What time's it anyway? 11 minutes past 10, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Get the monk's wine open. And I know a lot of people think if it's monk's wine made with monks, which it is, it wouldn't be that alcoholic. Is that the word? But I tell you, blow the shoes off you. Michelle, good morning. You've just made your cup of good. Oh, open-minded, thank you. Open-minded's like a sister to me. Thank you, open-minded. Well, there you go. We're at ASMR Tingle. We're going with your time zone. Crack the champagne open. What are we waiting on? Here, see if that ever did happen, which I doubt it will at this time in the morning, me cracking open a bottle, right? It would be the morning that the counsellor would be coming round to see me or something, wouldn't it? Of course it would. If I was to go like that today, do you know what? Let's do F it. Let's have a drink. I've never done this at this time in the morning, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's have a drink. This would be the morning that the psychiatrist would be coming to see me. I'm sitting there boozed out my nut at 10 in the morning. Yeah, see, I used to drink it as well, but it gave me an upset stomach, so it did. And sometimes a terrible, terrible hangover. And you'd be trying to sleep, but you'd be that wide awake because of the amount of caffeine that's in it. Thailand, wow, oh my, see, I would love to visit these kind of places. I do on Google Maps. Nobody's safe in this world when I'm in Google Maps. I tell you, see if you haven't done it before, you can get engrossed in it, and before you know it, you've been half an hour going down a street in some place you never knew existed before. I love to just go into Google Maps with a cup of coffee and think, where am I off to in the world? And I'll think, do you know what? I feel like paradise. Let's go to the Seychelles or some place like that. And I'll drop my wee guy. But some places you're not allowed to drop your wee guy. North Korea, you're not allowed to drop your wee guy there. And where else? There's a few other, let me think. There's a few other places I've been that you're not allowed to drop your wee guy. But most places you are. Most places you can. Ah, Phuket. Oh yes, see, Phuket's beautiful. Paradise, places like that I like to go. But see, when you're travelling around the streets, you're in the non-touristy area. So you get to see the real place. I love doing it. I absolutely love doing it. Yes, Lady Nightshade. We're always nice in here. We're always nice. Even with the trolling, I try and be nice. Even when trolls come in, I try to be nice. Southern Thailand. See, where else have I been? Oh, I've been all over the place. A place I would like to visit as well is Sulawesi, it's called. It's called Sulawesi. And it's in Indonesia. And it's a island. And see, when you see the island, it actually looks like a wee animal with a tail, right? And the wee animal that it looks like, funny enough, is called a spectral tarsier. And it's the only place in the world that these spectral tarsiers stay. And they're tiny, tiny wee primates. I'm going to show you the pictures. They're so cute. They're tiny wee primates, and they come out at night, and they've got huge eyes. And they're actually the closest thing to us. You see them, they're so cute. My goodness. What? Right, so they're so beautiful and cute. But do you know what? They're in the wild, and that's where they're meant to be. I would not be taking one of these wee things out of their home to take home to have in my house or anything like that. See, they're babies. Their babies are the size of your thumb. They're tiny wee things. They're absolutely tiny, tiny, tiny wee things. And they jump. Hold on a minute. Hold on. And they jump. Wait a minute. See, I shouldn't have done that. Plugged my phone in and out. They jump really high and stuff like that. And they are so, so cute. And I would love to see them. So, and as I say, they're in a... And see, if you have a look at the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia, it looks like a tarsier. He's got the wee body and the wee tail like that, the island. It's amazing. So, that's a place I like to drop my guy. Marsupial, yes, they're close to... They say that they're the closest actually to us is the wee spectral tarsiers. But it's a wee shame because some people do capture them and use them for like tourist attractions and stuff. I'd like to see them in their own place, do you know what I mean? In their own habitat and where they're happy being and stuff like that. I don't want to see them in cages. I don't like that. I always feel bad seeing animals in cages. Nothing on the squeakometer. Oh my goodness. Oh, they would be a 5, of course, on the squeakometer. They wee things. But they've got to watch because, as I say, they're only tiny wee things like that. Absolutely tiny. Their babies are the size of your thumb. The wee babies that pounce about. Absolutely so cute. And see if you see them eating, like they've got a bug and the bug's massive. The bug's like that they're eating. Oh, somewhere cold, Sky. What about Finland then? What about beautiful Finland? Where my Celia, my gorgeous Celia, is from Finland. I would like to go to Levi. I've never put a pair of ice skate skis. I've never ever skied in my whole life, apart from down Sucky Hall Street a few times, do you know what I mean? That's never been gritted in the coldness of winter. Actually, I've never been like skiing. In Goldassi, Finland, you would see the Northern Lights, you know. Sometimes where we are, you can see the Northern Lights. I think you've got to go up a wee bit to Falkirk. Sometimes, very, very seldom, mind you, where we are, you see the Northern Lights. I've never seen the Northern Lights, so... Oh, the Ice Hotel. Have you seen that? Right, do you know what? I've not took you somewhere this weekend. I've not took you anywhere for a while at the weekend. See, this weekend, do you know where I'm taking you? I'm taking you to Lapland. And I'm taking you to these beautiful houses that you can go, right? And they're like glass domes. But inside it's all toasty and warm. And there's a real fire with logs. Listen, we won't have the telly on. I don't think there's a telly in it, but good, because we're not going to be watching the telly. We're going to be telling stories and stuff like that, right? And we're going to have marshmallows. I've never had a toasted marshmallow either, and we'd love to try it. So we're going to have toast marshmallows this weekend. Bring whatever kind of flavouring you want. That's where we're going. And do you know what we're doing after it? We're going to go a nice wee sleigh ride. We're going to... I know that they do husky rides where the huskies run and you're on a sledge behind. But huskies fart a lot. Like the real huskies, they get fed raw meat and things like that. So when they're... And they're quite gassy. So if you don't mind that, you know, that's perfect. See, I've never ever had a schmore. Never had a schmore. I've been very sheltered. I always thought I was with it and dead streetwise. See, now I'm thinking I'm not streetwise at all. Maybe in my own area, yes. But see, like, say, the big bad world, I'm very sheltered. Sheltered. Because a lot of the times I'm like, I didn't know people done stuff like that, you know, go to the opera and things like that. Never been to an opera in my life. I'm going to a pantomime though that I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to that. But this dome, can you imagine a beautiful dome like that? And it's all warm and fur rugs and stuff like that, covers, and you can look out at the falling snow. Oh, that's Christmassy. That would make you feel dead Christmassy, that. But I also watch a live stream from Finland. I watch it almost every day. And it's from a place called Levi. And it's a ski resort. And it's absolutely beautiful. And it's a live stream 24 hours a day. And there's a big, huge ski slope like that. And you can see them all skiing down it. And then you can see the chair lifts with them all going up. And I watch them coming down it. And there's kids coming down and stuff like that. And I'm looking at the... No, don't feel sad for me. I'm looking at the kids and thinking, I bet you the kids think that's normal, just to be able to go on holiday skiing. You know, we go somewhere warm in the summer and then in the winter we go skiing. Wouldn't that be a fabulous life if that was what reality was? We don't, do you know, as I say, skiing for us was, see, when it's Baltic, taking out a big bucket of water and pouring it down a hill, and that would be a ski slope. Bear in mind, we never thought about old people walking down that hill that could break their bloody neck. We used to do that, pour buckets of cold water out at night, so in the morning we would have a ski slope. God. Oh. Mandy's sending me messages, but I can't read them. She'll realise when I don't get back to her that I'm probably on this. Oh, see, I like everything burnt, so I'd probably like my marshmallows really, really toasted. See, my bacon's got to be like almost black. I love it burnt. Sophie frowns upon the way I would have steak. She has steak probably the proper way. She has it like more than medium rare. A wee bit more rarer than that. She likes it, and I'm like, oh God, hen, that's still moon. That steak, that steak's moon. You know, I need my steak, and the chefs would be, they'd be angry. Gordon Ramsay would be angry with me the way I like my steak. I like my steak black, burnt, cremated. I can't be doing with the pink in the middle, and I know that's the way you're meant to eat it. So I like everything kind of burnt as well. I like that taste. Oh God, golf for girls. See, See, I mean, a lot of people will think that's like an absolutely normal thing, you know, like they can be on the beach in the morning and then, do you know what, we'll go skiing this afternoon. See, I live a typical Scottish life. This is it for us, you know. This is what we get. Unless you're very very posh and rich, and you can, and even then, what do they do? I don't know. I don't know what the rich and famous get up to, but this is what the normal folk get up to. Open advent calendars in the middle of December. That kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but they could have been from Scotland because I like my steak, as I say, burnt. And see, even if you tell them well done, they'll still bring you back a pink steak. I've got to say to them, look, I like my meat cremated. You know what I mean? No pink. Zero. If Gordon Ramsay wants to come out and shout at me, who am I kidding? I could never afford a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. Have you not, Michelle? See, I am lucky that I've been abroad a few times. A couple of times I've been abroad because I won a competition. Disneyland Paris, I could have never afforded that. That was the Hotel New York we went to for 3 nights. And that's like the second highest, dearest hotel in Disneyland Paris, Sky. It was wonderful. We had breakfast in the morning with the Virgin Radio DJs, Russ and Jono, they were called back in the day. And that was an adventure. That was an adventure. And then I won another holiday to Santa Ponsa in Spain for a week. That was the time. That was the time with the purple knickers. If you don't know that story, I'm going to tell you it. Yes, he's from Scotland, Gordon Ramsay. That's probably where he gets his anger issues. Purple knicker story. Me, my ex-husband, it was just the two of us that had went to this holiday, right? And it was a spa that children weren't even allowed in this spa. See, in the middle of your room, there was a jacuzzi and stuff like that in your room. I was like, what's going on here anyway? We ends up having a right good bit of flavouring this particular day. We were feeling quite romantic and we'll have a wee walk along the seashore. That's all we were doing. We weren't going to be ripping our clothes off. We'd been married for a while at this point. Let's go a nice walk along the beach. And there was stairs to go down to the beach, kind of twirly stairs like that to get down to the beach. So halfway down these stairs, there they were, a pair of purple knickers. And we're drunk, of course, so we're looking, look at that, somebody's drawers, eh? Somebody's not been in, has been in too much of a rush. They've not even put their own drawers on after coming down here for a wee sexy time. You know, I was like, imagine that, imagine leaving your knickers here, that's a bit embarrassing, eh? Look at that. So anyway, we goes down and has a nice wee walk along the beach like that, throwing stones into the water or what have you like that, right? So we go back up the stairs, we pass the purple knickers, having a wee giggle at them as we went. And as we were coming off the stairs, there was a couple just going on the stairs, and I said, oh, that couple's going to think, that's my pair of knickers. That couple's going to think it was us that was down there, you know, having a right good time, and I've just threw my knickers down. I felt like actually shouting, by the way, see, the knickers on the stair, they're not mine. And then I thought, that sounds even more as if they were mine, do you know what I mean? So we just couldn't move for laughing that whole night, hanging about the knickers. So that was a holiday I had won, you know, and I almost got my ex-husband killed in a Celtic bar. You know, it was I don't think sometimes. But that was, I mean, I was like, oh God, dear. And they would, wouldn't they? See, if it was the other way about and we were just going down the stairs and they were coming up and I spotted, I'd be like, that's that girl's knickers. Like, they've been down here, down here. So there was, and anyway, maybe it was, I don't know. See, if they were my knickers, I might have went, excuse me, dropped my knickers there, sorry about that. You will see purple knickers on mine, just in case you want to know. No, but they were definitely not my knickers. And anyway, they were the wrong size. They were looked tiny anyway. Obviously somebody that's a size 8 or 10. I'm nowhere near that. I was like, oh dear. Just shows you she's had that good a time, whoever that lassie is, that she's thought, F it, I'm not putting knickers on now. Ah. Memories, memories. Why are all my memories gutter memories? I don't know. They are. A lot of them are. Uh-huh. Keeps me going out throughout the day. So I've been to Spain. When I was 16, I actually travelled. Um, we were supposed to be going a bus tour, right, over to Yugoslavia at the time, and it was with a travel company called NAT Travel, right? And quite early on, we all realised that NAT probably should have stood for Never Again Travel. We got down, long story, things were happening in the bus. The window gets smashed, all this kind of stuff was all going on. We gets down to Dover this time, and the ferry drivers were on strike. Skye on strike at Cali. We couldn't get across from Dover to Cali. So in the morning we had to end up flying to Munich in Germany. Other words, I've never seen Germany. Munich in Germany, where that was the first time I'd ever seen a firearm in my life. And it was two good looking police officers. I mean, there you go. Way back then, I was like, oh, they were good looking. Two good looking police officers, and it was like machine guns they had. I'd never seen a firearm like that in my life. I was a wee bit, wow, couldn't get over it. I was like, imagine if you fell and screamed and you didn't mean to, and they turned around with their guns and just shot you. Stuff like that was all floating through my. I was only 16 anyway. So then we went for there. We went through Austria and Italy, and then we went into Yugoslavia from there. And then on the way back, we went through Austria, Italy. I think we were in Switzerland for a minute or two. France, all the way through France, Skye. There was a place called Nancy. I remember that in France because there was a girl I worked with called Nancy. So, I mean, it was a great experience, that. So I'd been in countries that I never intended to be in. I would have never... And right through the Mont Blanc tunnel. That's a bit scary. See, if you're claustrophobic, see, as I say, I was 16. I never had a care in the world back then. That's like 20 minutes you go through this tunnel between France and Italy. And it was so many men died. And see, at the beginning of Mont Blanc tunnel, there's a huge big drill bit right at the beginning that shows you the drill that they used. Now, funny enough, see the competition that I won to go to Disneyland Paris. Do you know what my question was? How high is Mont Blanc? Mont Blanc is the tunnel that I went through way back when I was 16. And I was the third person on the call anyway. And they said something like 13,000 feet. The other guy said 14, and I think I said 16,500 or something like that. And I was the closest to it. I think it was 16,000 feet or 16 and a half. Was Mont Blanc. And that's how I won that. I thought, my God, see, things are all panning out here. Yeah, see, I've never actually, it was just, I don't even know if I've been through, whereabouts in Germany I've been through. I just know that we landed in Munich airport, and then from there we went all the way through, in fact, we went through Venice as well. Not the bit that's got the gondolas, but the outskirts. So we were passing, see, all the wee rivers that lead into Venice. We were passing all of them. But it was very expensive. I remember, listen, please don't judge me. I was only 16 back then, but I would probably do the same now. We went to this restaurant, we were all starving, and I got a plate of chips, and it was like something like 12 quid for a plate of chips back then. I mean, it was nearly a week's wages for some chips, so do you know what I done? I stole the cutlery. I stole the knife and fork, and I think I took the spoon as well. I apologise, I've actually confessed that. So I got my money's worth from the chips. Chips, a nice new knife and fork and spoon. Now, that could have been, imagine, can you imagine me getting caught doing that? I suppose it's still stealing, right? Everybody don't do it. I suppose it's still stealing. I just felt back there that it was so expensive that really the cutlery should be mine. If I'm paying £11 for a plate of chips, that should be cutlery included. And the salt and pepper shaker and that, but I didn't take them. See? Oh, do they have a vintage community there as well, Sky? See, there's another one of my friends on Facebook. She loves all this vintage clothes and oh, our dresses and everything are always beautiful. In fact, there was a picture and it was, I don't know if you can remember, God, back in the 70s and 80s, everybody had their bathrooms done like avocado green. Everybody had that, and I remember not that long ago she seen a picture and she went, oh, I would love to have my bathroom like this. And I thought, oh God, that was like what we had back in the day. Our bathrooms were all avocado green and all we wore was brown and orange, like clothing. Brown dresses with orange flowers and stuff like that, you know. I was born in 71, so I was just out, it was just after the 60s, the good old 60s. Flares and all that were still all kicking about. Used to listen to Boney M, tracks for Boney M. I don't know if you can remember that, Boney M. I think that's them that sang that nice Christmas song as well, didn't they, Boney M? Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. Is that Boney M? Hark now, hear the angels sing. Like that. That was all round about my time. That wee guy was in some amount of drugs, that, eh? Listen, allegedly, and I'm the one alleging, because see when I watch the videos, and it's that when Rasputin that they sing, Rasputin, like that. This wee guy, he's doing, oh, he's up and down. Daddy, cool. Oh, he's twirling up. That wee guy, he's like Prince, but times 100. And but his face, he's like, his eyes are telling a whole story right there. The women they're just dancing away. Daddy, cool. And this wee guy's going, whoa, he's doing somersaults and stuff like that on the stage. Like, oh my God, that was some narcotics he was taking, eh? Nobody can convince me that wasn't he. Nobody can say to me that guy did not touch a narcotic. See if he did that, something wrong with him then, what's wrong with him? I mean, sometimes I'm pretty wild myself, but come on. That's no drink. That's no drink. See, if you're that drunk to dance like that, you'd be falling about all over the place. That guy was on something hard. Eh? And do you know who he reminds me of, and also who was on drugs and admits to drugs? The Happy Mondays, right? That was a great group in the 90s that I loved. The Happy Mondays. Sean Ryder and Bezzy, great. Bez, a member of the band, he never played an instrument. Oh, sorry, he played the maracas, right? The maracas, that's what you needed in the 80s, maracas. He played the maracas, but really all he done was dance. And not good, just dance like that. People say it's dancing like a bell end, some people call it. Well, that was Bezzy for you, Bezzy, that's all he done, but like that, his eyes told a story. You just knew that look, see if I was a police officer and you pulled off them in their eyes were like that, you're going, oh, hey, we've got one here then. We've got one here. Could you give me your keys to the car, please? You know what I mean? Out their face, but Bez and Sean Ryder have said they've tried probably, like Ozzy Osbourne, every narcotic known to man, they've tried. And you can tell when Bez is talking that it has affected him. Saying that, I don't know what he was like before the narcotics, but you can tell just listening to the man that he's done. Like Ozzy, you just need to hear the way Ozzy is and you know that he's done a lot of drugs in his life. See, Sky, I don't need drugs. I don't. This is what I'm saying. See, if I was to take anything like that, I would be the one that would be freaking out badly. I would be the one that was, absolutely freaking because my imagination runs wild. I've got a crazy imagination as it is, never mind giving me stuff. In fact, the last time that they gave me the heavy, heavy painkillers in the hospital for my leg, I remember looking at the wall and thinking, that looks like a projection of a movie on the wall. I was going, my God, that looks as if it's Aquaman or Avengers or something. I can't remember what film it was. It was some sort of superhero film that I was going, that actually looks as if they're playing that. And I kept looking to see, have they got a projector? Is there a secret projector? Yeah, 69, 69. My brother was 4 years before me, so he was about 67. I could have had my own movie going there. Do you know what? Open-minded, it would have been a German movie though. I could do that, no bother. I could do that, no, but right, that's it. But do you know what? Nobody's ever tried a doctor, superhero, police, German film is going to sell 1 million. Come in, doctors and nurses, I'm ready. See, I get myself into trouble. Did he snort? Ozzy, yeah. I didn't know that he snorted ants, but there you are. I wouldn't say that he didn't. Because the man, bit a bat. Fatally, let's just say that. He says that he thought it was a plastic one. Sky, I could be in. Sky, the thing would be, they wouldn't be doing it right. I would need to show them how to. You're doing that scene wrong there, dear. Watch, I'll show you how it should be done. You, come here, grab that leg. I'll show you how to do the scene, dear. You're doing it wrong. Oh, I wouldn't like to snort ants. And anyway, some ants sting. Some ants sting like a mofo, as people say. The ones that they usually have in Australia, that they do, I'm a Celebrity, green ants or something they're called, but they're meant to bite you really painfully. Imagine snorting that lot. Oof. I would give you a kick, but a kick of a different kind. Can you imagine it? Oh. Imagine having to go to the doctors with that. Oh, do you know what we were talking about yesterday? Sophie came down yesterday for a wee while, and see if you want a good laugh, right? Go on to, what was it we went on to? Toys in the 80s that didn't work, etc., right? And I don't know if any of you ever had this toy or had got your kids this toy. Mr. Frosty, right? Mr. Frosty. If you don't know, I'll explain to you roughly what Mr. Frosty is. Mr. Frosty is a snowman, and in his head he's got like a grating device, right? A grater. And the point of Mr. Frosty is you put ice cubes in the top of his head, and then you grate the ice, and it all comes into a little bowl at the bottom, and you can make slushies with it, right? That's the theory of the toy. I actually got it for my kids as well. You put the ice in the top of its head, right? Elsa, good morning to you. And see, trying to grate this ice, you'd be like, trying to grate the ice, right? Trying to grate the ice. Because we're going, Mum, I want my slush. Let me grate the ice. You'll have for half an hour to try and grate the ice, and you get a wee tiny bit of ice like that, and the rest is water. By the time you've got that much ice shavings, the rest it's turned to water, right? Absolutely no good was Mr. Frosty back then. Mr. Frosty was absolute mince back then. And it was a metal grater, right? So Sophie looked up, they've replaced the metal grater now with a plastic one. So Mr. Frosty's even more diabolical than he was before. So we were laughing and laughing and laughing. I mean, it was like £20, I think Mr. Frosty is. They still sell the thing. They still sell Mr. Frosty. Kids everywhere want Mr. Frosty for Christmas, right? And there's no chance you're going to be able to grate your kids some ice like that to add some flavouring to it to make these slushies. You're there half an hour, and as adults, you're like that, trying to grind this ice up. It's the most. But we had a good laugh anyway. Oh my goodness, tiny red ants. Ooh. Brookie Brook, good morning. Snooping machine, is that right? Ours was called Mr. Frosty. Oh, Sky, get a pina colada slushy for me. Yeah, ours is called Mr. Frosty, and you put the ice in Mr. Frosty's head, and you turn the handle. But by God, see, 20 minutes, and you've got that much actual ice in the thing. See, by the time you're 10 minutes in, and your kids are away doing something else. They don't want a slushy anymore. You're determined, though. You're determined. Grating the ice. I put the ice in the head now. It's getting grated. You end up pulling your bloody arm out. You had a Snoopy machine too? I'll need to look that up. It'll probably just be the same thing. But all it is a cheese grater, really. A cheese grater. And it was 20 quid. It's not as if it was like dead cheap. 20 quid it was for the cheese grater. It's one of the novelty things. I never had an easy bake oven, but I've heard similar reviews. It's a light bulb. It would take you 12 years to do a batch of cookies. Snoopy snow cone. It'd be the same thing then. Absolute rubbish. And then back in the 80s, I remember Sophie and Amanda, there'd be accidents. They had a thing called a sky dancer, which was also mentioned in this, right? A sky dancer. It's basically a Barbie doll with lethal like arms that came out like this, right, and turned into some kind of like helicopter blades, right? And you had Barbie on a string, and you'd pull Barbie's string like that, and it would fly up like that. But there was no telling where this would land. And I don't know how many times, Amanda would come up the stair like that, Sophie hit me with the sky dancer, like that. Or Sophie would come up and go, Mom, I've got the sky dancer lodged in my hair. Sky dancer would have done a twirl in Sophie's head. And it was lethal. I don't think they sell them anymore. Did you, Brookie Brook? I think it's just a light bulb. I think you're as well, just put it under your own light bulb. Yes, the gold dust, it was unpredictable. I mean, they were landing the dog and stuff like that. They were pretty, I mean, it was like a real quite heavy projectile. And you did thing flies. It could fly in, as I say, in fireplaces, on top of candles, you name it. This thing was, you didn't know. So I heard Sophie and Amanda cry a lot of times with the sky dancer. They wanted it for Christmas, of course, so Santa had to buy it. Oh. Some of the toys. Sophie showed me a toy. I don't know what this toy is about, forgive me. It's some kind of bird. And what you done was that you put your arms round its throat and squeezed, and it made a gargling sound. I was saying to Sophie, who would make a toy like that? That's not a good idea, look, there's a toy for you, strangling toy. Who made up this toy? And there was another one, I swear she was showing me, and it was a fireman or something like that, but he's down below area was like a fire hose. And he was like a superhero or something. I was going, who the hell's made that kind of toy for a kid? I'd be pulling that. That's a questionable character, that. See, if they're making that kind of toy for kids, they're questionable as hell. I want them into my interrogation room. Trina, right, this is the word so dangerous, but see at the time we had two gone. Because when we bought Sophie, we had to buy Amanda, so there was two of the bloody things in my house. Every 2 seconds you would hear all that. Ouch! Sky, for serial killers, it was like a bird that had a long neck. And what was it, real throttle noises or something I had on it. I was going, throttle noises? Throttle? No, oh, that's Christmassy as hell, that. It's not Christmas unless you hear some throttling. I don't know. My God. I would see these people that I think that's a great idea. I'd be like, hold on a minute, pal, I'm phoning the police for you right now. Some questionable guy here in my office. Right, I went going, do you know something? That's an amazing idea, that. You're going to make $1 million with a throttling toy. Real life throttling or something that I had on it. I was going, must be a joke. Must be a joke. And it was a wee bird's face like that, a wee bird with a long neck. I don't know what the hell it was meant to be, but real throttling noises. But in a way, I was like, I wonder what the noises sound. I'm kind of curious now. What did it sound like? Like a turkey? Like, I don't know. Probably sounds like us trying to say purple burglar alarm. That's what it'll sound like. Purple burglar alarm. Oh. Oh, Elsa, I'm sorry I never seen Elsa go. Oh my goodness. See, I lose the chat, so I do sometimes. Oh, I hope Elsa has a lovely, lovely day. What video gold this? What video? Because I've missed. Yeah, I've not seen that video, but I just remember it for past experience. And my eye, the thing. And also wrapped in the hair. They also had that bad, I don't know if you can remember, but it was braiding machines for hair. And it was like 2 spikes like that, and it was a handheld thing, and you put hair in this bit, and then you put hair in this bit, and then when you turned it off, it all twirled round, and made a braid like that, eh? On the advert, it was easy as hell. We girls were just going like that, braid in their hair. No, every single time I had it, and there was a machine stuck in their head. Their head would have the machine stuck in it like that. I'd have to sit and try and pick out the bits of hair out the machine. Yeah, knotted hair, that's what you got with that. Knotted hair. No braids. Zero. Easy braid maker. And they've got, let's braid your hair. We catchy tunes that girls all love. You look fantastic with your braided hair. Let's all braid our hair. And this girl's going, hey, you're braiding your hair tonight. I'm braiding my hair tonight. I've got 2 braids and look at that. I'm braiding the braid. You know what I mean? God, what the hell am I doing wrong? Trying again, and it's like that. Oh, Mom! Look, Santa brought you. We need to make sure it works. Oh, yeah, but that was about 20 quid and all back then. That was about 20 quid. Yeah, I would get hairbrushes in my hair, but this thing was lethal again. This was lethal. And Amiki, I hope I'm saying your name right. Good morning. Thank you very, very much. I feel better now that I've told everybody about my situation. I don't feel as if I've got to hide and stuff now. And hiding is the worst thing, because see, when I'm hiding, then I'm not getting help, am I? I'm not getting help from hiding, so I'm honest. I'm looking forward to Friday, actually. Cabbage Patch Kids. See, I never had a Cabbage Patch. I was never into dollies. I always liked cuddly toys better, like plushies. I did like Cindy dolls and that, however. This is when I was getting a wee bit older, because I wanted to put makeup on and I wanted to drive a car and do all this stuff that Barbie could do. But I was more into Care Bears. Oh, I loved Care Bears. And I used to have a Care Bear called Bedtime Bear. That was my Care Bear. But I remember when Cabbage Patch Dolls actually came out, I never wanted one, but people were, do you know, it was like that movie Arnold Schwarzenegger's in, that there's only the one toy left in the whole of the town and everybody's trying to get it. People were punching each other in Toys R Us to try and get this toy. Talking about Toys R Us, can any use mind Toys R Us actually had Walter White and Jesse for Breaking Bad? Oh, I wish I would have known. I wish I would have bought the bloody dolls. I wish they took them off the shelf, and rightly so. But I wish I would have bought them. They had wee tiny meth. They had wee tiny pictures of meth and stuff like that, didn't they? It was a wee bag of crystal meth they had and stuff. Oh, what a toy that! I say I want a meth doll for Christmas, please, Santa. Oh no, see, E.T., I would never want an E.T. doll, because, you know, I'm like the aliens. Yeah, they were expensive. They were expensive. Yeah, but I liked Barbie as well. But I wish I would have got Walter White and Jessie. I would have loved the dolls with their tiny bag of meth. Who thought that was a good idea for kids? Again, I would have that person. I think you need to go to the police, pal. I think I'm going to report you, because that's no right. Thinking that's for Wayne's. I mean, it was all over the news. I mean, I'm only going back a few years. It was all over the news. Remember Toys R Us selling Walter White dolls? Oh, I wish I would have got it with his pants and stuff. I wish. Do you know what? I had Walter White as my screensaver for, years. When I turned on my phone, it'd be Walter White standing in his pants. Brookie Brook, I'm scared of any kind of E.T., right? See, if an E.T. was to come down to me in the middle of the night and go, look, Linda, we mean no harm, I'd be like, I'm not hearing that foolishness, E.T., take this finger in your eye. See, if they zap me above their hair, their flying saucer, I'd be pressing all the buttons. I'd be pressing every button up there. Lever, poking eyes, that'd be problematic, and they know it. They better know it. Pippa, a similar doll. Do they have them in Amazon? I never even checked Amazon, Trina. Never even checked Amazon. I'll need to check Amazon for that. See, one of the funniest things, and it's on YouTube, right, and if you want a wee laugh, and you have been into Breaking Bad and stuff, give it a watch, you'll find it funny. And it's Bryan Cranston, and he's reading on one of the late night talk shows hosts. He's reading out fan mail that he got. He got fan mail, and he starts off with, this is actual fan mail, I've not made this up. And he starts reading it, and Aaron Paul sitting next to him, and he says, hi, my name is Sandra, and let me first say I've never been diagnosed with any kind of mental illness. That's the way the woman starts off, right? So Bryan Cranston's like, not yet, not diagnosed yet, see that, right? And it says, I've watched Breaking Bad, and I must say that I've had some fantasies going on like that. I've always wanted to sleep with Aaron Paul, right? And so Bryan Cranston's going like that, and Aaron Paul's going, yes. And then she goes on to say, but I want you there also. I don't know what role I want you to play, but I think I want you there. I found that absolutely hilarious. That somebody's been thinking that. Do you know what I mean? Thinking, do you know what, Jessie? I want Jessie, but I want Walter White there in the corner, just watching what's going on here, just watching. She says, I know that you want to play a role, but I'm not sure what yet. I just want you there. That was hilarious. I can't even remember the talk show host, but it was, it just shows you what they get. And then she wrote, come on, you know it'll be good, or something she wrote at the end of the letter, come on. That's like a letter I would write to Aquaman, eh? Come on, Aquaman. Come on, it's worth a try. Come on then, come on. Come into the bungalow. Can any of you remember this? See, I'm an old fart. In the chemists, at the checkouts, they used to have tiny, it was like boxes of matches, but when you opened it, there was a tiny dolly inside. And it was only in the chemist that sold these wee tiny boxes with the wee dollies inside. I wish I would have collected them, do you know what I mean? I bet you they're collectible, they wee things. And they were only in the chemist. I don't like the oh no, I don't like the Christmas ad that they've done this year. Do you know what advert I do love this year? The McDonald's one. Oh, Jason Momoa, yeah. Oh, the McDonald's advert's so cute. And it's a wee girl and she's making up like a friend, imaginary friend, right? And she looks up and he's there and he's like a wee happy monster thing, right? Cute, really cute. And his tail's a bit of tinsel and all that. And she's a wee girl and it shows you're getting older and older and then not wanting them anymore and putting them in the cupboard and locking them away, and that's a wee bit sad. And then later on she sees a child playing and it looks as if they're playing with their imaginary friend, and she runs back to the house, she opens the thing and she's looking, and there her wee imaginary friend comes out, and it's just so lovely. And they're back, and it's Get Reindeer Ready, it's called. I love it, and the tune's great. That's a beautiful Christmas one. A creepy alien landing in my garden wanting a sparkly jumper. It's not, see, for some people that's beautiful, but I've just got a thing about aliens, always have had. It's not a phobia, it's just a terrible fear. It's just a fear of aliens. Of even E.T., even watching the film E.T., that was hard for me. That was hard. See, when people are crying, E.T.'s going away, I'm going, away you go, you creepy effer, away you go, there's your pals, get back to your own planet. We went on the E.T. ride at Universal. Even then, with E.T. in the front of our car, I felt like slapping it off. Get away. I don't like aliens. I don't like, because I'm frightened. It's the only thing that I'm really... Vampires, no, that Disney frighten me. You know, Lost Boys, oh, aye. Vampires don't scare me. And the most... See, Kiefer Sutherland's a great vampire, but what's his face? What's his face? The real Dracula one. Bram Stokes' Dracula, that film. Oh, God, aye. See, when he went back with the wee top hat and all that on the cane, I thought, oh my God, that'd be like, here's some guy. You know, and you get, when you go, have a party. Have a party with me. I don't mind. You want my wrist or my neck? I don't, either one, I'm with you. I don't like aliens. Do you know why? I think it's because I know they're real, right? A lot of people are, there's no such thing as there's aliens out there. I definitely believe in aliens. Because I seen something years ago when I was a wee girl in the sky, and it wasn't just me, this was witnessed by like 500 other people. And right down the road from me is the Scotland's capital of the UFO, where lots of sightings are. And quite close to us is a kind of... We've got a nuclear base quite close to us as well. It's called Fastlane or something it's called. It's where all the nuclear stuff and all that. And I think they like to come and take a wee gander to see what the children are doing with the matches. I think that's what the aliens are up to, what they're up to now with the nuclear weapons. But if they're so intelligent, they'll know. Don't mess with... There's bound to be humans out there that wouldn't mind being abducted and stuff like that, right? I'm not one of them. See, there's people that would be an astronaut. I would be an astronaut. I would love that. A lot of people were like, oh no, no chance in hell. I'd have loved to have been an astronaut. Would have loved it to go up into space. Would have loved the whole thing, the training, the spacesuits, the meals, the science, just everything, the weightlessness, the whole thing. I would have absolutely loved, right? Some people, that's their worst nightmare, is to be crammed into one of these spacesuits. But aliens are just, no, I never want to see one. Oh yeah, Brad Pitt too. Oh, I watched that film. That was the first time I'd seen that film, and it was a couple of weeks ago, and it was him and Tom Cruise. Oh, that was a great film. I don't know why I hadn't seen Interview with a Vampire. I don't know why I hadn't seen that film before, but I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. Werewolves, I'm not keen on werewolves, but then again, they're not as bad as aliens. Aliens are at the top of my list of scary things. It's really. And Bigfoot, right? I'm a bit frightened of Bigfoot, and I do believe in Bigfoot, but I'm not really terrified of Bigfoot because if there is a Bigfoot, I think that's more scared of us than we are of them. I mean, all the people in USA and Canada can't be wrong, eh? It's like a mass hallucination with this Bigfoot. I don't think so. And I think a lot of people, like police officers and stuff that aren't getting financial gain, say they've seen something. So I do believe in that as well. People are people. I'll be getting slagged, but anyway, I get slagged anyway. So see, Tom Cruise is a bad man, isn't he? See, I don't. These are the. I talk to my daughter sometimes, and like that with Tom Cruise, I'll go, "Oh, I like it. Oh, Mum, you don't like him, do you?" And I'll go, "Aye, how? What? Top Gun?" And they're going, "Oh, he does a lot of bad stuff now." Does he? Tom Cruise? Aye, Mum, he does a lot of bad stuff now. I never knew that. And I'm like, where have I been? And then, aye, what? Oh, Braveheart, Mel Gibson. Oh, I like Mel Gibson. Oh, Mum, you can't be saying that. What? You like Mel Gibson? Well, he was good in Braveheart and that. He was quite dishy. Oh, you can't say he's a bad man as well. What? He says a lot of really bad stuff, Mum. You shouldn't say. I didn't know. When did all this happen? So I don't know. Look, I'm no one that reads magazines and all that. I don't. As far as I knew, he was all right in Top Gun. I mean, I know that's gone back a few years. I know that's gone back a few years, but and Mel Gibson, oh, and his kilt and stuff like that, I would have definitely said yes. But I've not read into it, but I hear he's said a lot of really bad things. But see, I just don't know. But sometimes you say stuff like that, and because I say it and it's out there in the YouTube land, people will be like, "Can't believe she said that. Can you believe that she said that she liked him?" I didn't know he was bad. She did know her. She did know. Yeah, see, he is fully self Tom Cruise. He definitely is. He knows he's good looking. But oh, listen, I could have went up there in that plane with him. I'd have been. Yes, yeet. Yeet is right. That's the word that my daughter said. So that's not on. That's not right. So people shouldn't do that. But do you know what happens? They get so famous that they think to themselves, I can say what I like. Look at me, I'm famous, I can say whatever I like. That's what happens to them. They get such a big head, they think they can say whatever they like, whether it be right or wrong. They'll say what they want to say because they're whoever. They're so famous. And it's not right, no matter who you are, to say nasty things about other people. Religion and being prejudiced and sexist and all that kind of stuff. So I think a few of them are into that, racist nonsense. I love people for who they are. That's what I do. I don't see people as religion, colour, sex, anything like that. It doesn't bother me what you're. I've always said I judge it on if you're an a-hole or not. That's what I judge. I've got the a-hole-ometer. I'll need to make that up. An a-hole ometer. Can't even talk. So look how long I've been on today. I've been on a while, but we did have Duckies to go through and we did have Perfume to go through today. But I don't know what other jolly movie I'll watch. As I say, I've already watched Confessions of a Serial Killer. That's a hoot. Do you know what? I might watch. Oh no, I was going to watch Jack Frost, but that's quite sad at the end. I'll end up crying. I don't know. I think I'll watch a Christmas movie. That'll cheer me up. But I do love these lots, and thank you to everybody for just reaching out to me yesterday. It meant a lot to me, and I'm feeling a lot better. I don't want anybody worrying about me. See, I've never seen that film, Golfer Girl, The Passion of Christ. I've never seen that. Ooh, Kevin Costner, yeah. Polar Express, yeet. I love Polar Express. And good morning. I've not even said good morning to you, have I? Good morning, yeet. Polar Express. And I've got hot chocolate. That's what I'm going to do. But I've had fun today with all my duckies, but now I can go and put them in the bathroom. Don't know where I'm going to put 24 ducks. I've got 2 in there, so that's 26 duckies I've got in my bathroom. I could plank them all over the place so that when people are in there having a number 2, they can hunt the duck. 1, 2. So I love yous all, and I'll be back again to see yous tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to give yous all a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.